learning about neuroscience. And this is important because I think it's so foundational and so simple, but we overlook it because it's just like, whew. So from the time that an offense takes place, right, it's called a refractory period. It's our root cause, right? So in our root cause, if we ignore that we're actually offended and we don't resolve it then and there, what happens is it puts you in the mood, right? So I come to you and say, sis, why are you upset? What's up? You know what I mean? What you tripping for? You know, why you still bothered about what happened back then since, I just kind of haven't let go of the situation yet, whatever. So boom, we talk today. This is where you are. You in the mood from the refractory period. A week later, hey, what's up? I seen you online. Now we're crossing paths. How you feeling? Oh, I'm still dealing with the situation, whatever. Now that's called temperament, right? So you go from the refractory period, which is the root cause, to having a mood, to now dealing with temperament. Temperament is where we deal with learning how to suppress things very well without actually ever getting back to that root cause. Now we live in our entire lives in temperament, content with being content, right? So years later, sis, what's up? How you been? You know what I mean? Like, it's been 10 years ago. Like, the kids are grown. How you doing? Right? You still dealing with the same issue. Now, at that point, it becomes a personality trait. It becomes who you are because you never went to the root cause, but you've suppressed your entire life, which means that now those ideas and the feelings that you felt when it first happened is now become a part of you. Now, this is the second half of it. When that happens, our body could act as a subconscious mind better than the mind can because we've released chemical, what's it called? Is endorphins? Endorphins, right? Our body released those chemical endorphins, right? That our body could actually become addicted to. So now anything that makes me go back and think of the situation because we never dealt with it, now it's become a part of us where we've actually accepted it to be who we are. So we look for those things to validate that feeling and that rush of energy, those same waves of emotions, like all of that plays a part if we never deal with that root cause. You know what I'm saying? So, we got what happens spiritually, what happens mentally, and what happens physically, right? So what happens spiritually? A lot of us don't realize we can live our entire lives not knowing why all hell breaks loose every time we try to do something good. You see what I'm saying? It's spiritual. So the way I understand it and the way I break it down is this. The first step of spirituality is having faith in something. You know what I mean? So if I believe in anything and it excites me, that just enters me into a new realm of spirituality because now that's faith. You know what I mean? So if I just enter into a new realm that I'm not aware of, what I don't know is whatever spiritual comes spiritual attacks, right? So if I'm not equipped to enter into this realm, that's why they're like new believers. I'm a believer. I just believe differently. But for like new believers that jump out there, I just gave my life to Christ. Then 2 weeks later, oh, you know what? I thought about that thing.
That's not for me. Because they done ran up into 5 different things that happened in that week.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, we don't realize we're not equipped spiritually to know what to expect after we've entered into that realm of spirituality. That's the first thing. Second thing is what happened mentally. What happens mentally is we can get caught up in these cycles, right? Scheduling. Like, there's no unseen hand that actually causes your stresses. It's actually you looking for those things because you've lived your life not dealing with issues that you just learn to suppress, and now you have a lifestyle of knowing what that feeling, being addicted to what that feeling feels like. If that makes sense. That makes sense. So now we have that. Then it's what happens physically, where the body could act more as a subconscious mind than the mind can. You see what I'm saying? So, like this.
Acceptance.